All right, Pat Beverley. Pat Beverley has some things to say about the San Antonio Spurs, and I want to listen.
I want some nasty. Are we having fun yet?
All right, so this is the Pat Bev podcast in which he talks about the Spurs. I have not listened to this at all. No pre-watch here. I'm just curious to see what he has to say. Now, I will say this when it comes to Pat Beverley. He has been very complimentary. Is that the word that I'm looking for? I don't know. He's been praising the San Antonio Spurs quite often, right? Specifically Jeremy Sohan. He's a big Sohan fan, in which he's like, this dude is nasty. He really reminds me of how Kawhi was early in the season and no one saw it coming, where he became a star. I've been telling you this. This is how I feel about it. I'm not putting any stock in Sohan becoming a superstar. I don't even know if I'll go as far as saying star. He could possibly become an all-star, right? Because he has Wembanyama, and once they start winning, he'll get even more notice. But I don't think he'll be that. I'm not going to put that on him. However, that doesn't mean that I don't think that he's an essential part of what the Spurs have going on, and that doesn't mean that I believe that he's not huge for a championship, and he will be big for us there. All right, let's see the starting 5 best centers in the NBA. Oh, okay, so this is about Wemby.
The starting 5 best centers in the NBA.
Okay, here we go. Jokic is number 1. Joel Embiid is number 2. And I'm only doing that because Jokic just won a championship. If Jokic didn't win a championship, Joel Embiid would be my number 1. Big Zoo.
I don't like that. I don't like that phrasing. Zubac at 3?
He's a friend of mine. He's for sure top 5. He's might be not 3, maybe not 4, but I'm putting him top 5. I don't know. You asked me my question. Big Zoo is a friend of mine. I told you before I gave you my answer. That leaves me 2 positions, probably 3 and 4. And I'm going to go Anthony Davis first, then Bam.
Wow, the disrespect.
Did he really put Zubac in the top 5 just because that's his friend?
You're putting Big Zoo over Wemby.
He's not a 5.
What?
What?
The 7'4" dude's not a 5?
He's everything. Like, you can't even put him in comparison with other people. He's the best player in the NBA next year.
Yeah, but then he's a center. What are you talking about?
Just because you're at 7'4" don't make you center. Like we're talking about guys who are centers, who come out, set screen and rolls. Like, none of these guys that we name and come up and shoot. Has he pulled threes? Maybe Joel Embiid a little bit, but that's it. It's not a position for him.
I was not expecting that, okay? That came out of left field. I was not expecting that at all. Okay. Hold on. Oh my goodness, why does it do it? It doesn't matter. Okay, I was not expecting that. I'll be real with you. I don't know what to say. That's crazy. He basically just, he didn't just basically said it. He said that Wemby's going to be the greatest or the best player next season. I don't agree with that, but I like the praise. My God, he really loves the San Antonio Spurs. I'll tell you that much. He really loves the Spurs. All right, so my takeaway from this, first and foremost, I don't agree with putting someone at 1 just because they won a championship. I think that that's a little silly, just a little bit. If a player is significantly better than the other one, that's what will put me in or put them in there. Or if they're just a better player overall, that's what would make me put them ahead of another player. Jokic, he is just better than Joel Embiid, I think, basketball IQ wise, just the way that he approaches the game. He's just better. I think he's more skilled. Embiid, I would also add in probably, injuries, availability. I mean, I just can't put him in good conscience ahead of Jokic for that reason as well. Zubac shouldn't be in the top 5. I don't know what's going on there. But him saying Anthony Davis is fine, Adebayo's fine. But yeah, dude, that's huge praise on the Wemby front. I was not expecting that at all, to be real with you. I thought that he was going to be I thought he was going to say, well, he's just too young to put him in that position, but that was not the case. Hold on one more time. I'm running that back.
Probably 3 and 4. And I'm going to go Anthony Davis first, then Bam.
Wow, the disrespect. You're putting Big Zoo over Wemby.
He's not a 5.
What? The 7'4" dude's not a 5?
He's everything. Like, you can't even put him in comparison with other people. He's the best player in the NBA next year.
Yeah, but then he's...
And also, I guess that is true. I mean, we've had Wemby run point guard at times. We've had Wemby be at the 3. We've had Wemby be at the 4. Big part of the beginning of last season, we had him at the 4. He is all over the place, but I don't think he should not play center, honestly. After watching him in France in the Olympics, there's really no reason for that I can think of that he shouldn't run the 5. I think he should always run the 5, honestly. I don't even know if there's many occasions where I will put him out there with another big, right? Unless they're a very skilled big or they're stretch big or something like that. But as far as like powerhouse, Twin Towers type thing, those days are over. It's just no point in doing it. Him out there with Gobert, I think pretty much proved that we shouldn't do that. But yeah,
he's a center. What are you talking about?
Just because you're at 7'4" don't make you center. Like we're talking about guys who are centers who come out, set screen and rolls. Like, none of these guys that we name and come up and shoot. Has he pulled threes? Maybe Joel Embiid a little bit, but that's it. It's not a position for him. He's positionless.
Gosh, man. Guys, I'm excited for this season. What are your thoughts on what Bev just said? I don't really have commentary on this, okay? I was actually expecting... It's kind of hard to go over things when you just, like, basically agree. It's kind of tough. But, I love the praise. I'll give it to you guys later. Bye. Bye-bye.